Hello. I want to start by asking you a very simple question. How do you think the world around you is made? Most of us were taught that reality is like a giant set of building blocks, tiny parts fitting into bigger parts until you have a tree, a car, or a person. But my research into fabrication and mutation suggests something much more elegant and a lot more like a printing system, specifically a system that starts from color and diffuses into a frame. To understand this, we have to look at the three ways the universe actually prints existence. Before we get to the printing, we have to talk about the paper. In traditional math, zero means nothing, it is an empty void. But in this unified architecture, the zero state is the most important part of the machine. Imagine a bucket filled with every color of paint in the world mixed together. That is the zero state. It is a state of maximum potential and high bandwidth where everything exists at once in a state called superposition. Reality is not created from nothing. It is selected from everything. The first way to build things is the additive model, or RGB. This is how your computer screen works. It starts with black, a blank void, and adds light to build up to white. This is an energy-intensive process. It is like building a house brick by brick in the dark. In nature, we see this in high-energy environments like the birth of stars. It is beautiful, but it requires a massive investment of energy to push signal into the void. The second way is the subtractive model, or CMYK. This is how your home printer works. It starts with white paper, the full spectrum of light, and adds ink to filter things out. Here is the mind-bending part. In this model, what you see as reality is actually the leftover light the system did not use. When you see a green leaf, the leaf is actually absorbing all other frequencies for its own internal computation and rejecting the green. We are living in the rejected overflow of a much deeper calculation. This is the dominant mode for biology and human perception. The third model is where the real magic happens. This is the delta or differential system. Most of us think the universe rebuilds itself every single millisecond. That would be incredibly inefficient. Instead, the universe works like modern video compression or an AI diffusion model. It takes the last frame, the world as it was 1 second ago, and it only calculates the change. It is like a movie. The background stays the same and only the characters move. This is delta rendering. It is the reason the world feels smooth and continuous. It is just the system updating the phase offset from the last stable moment. Vortex, geometry, and clock dynamics. How does the system hold these frames together? It uses geometry. Data in our reality is not stored in boxes, it is stored in flow. I call these vortices. Think of a vortex as a topological save point. It is a spinning pattern that holds information stable without it leaking away. From the spiral of your DNA to the periodic table of elements, everything is a vortex encoding a specific frequency. These systems run on clocks. Every scale of existence has its own frame rate, and these frame rates overlap like layers in a multiplane camera to create the stable composite we call life. Mutation and mental health. This architecture explains more than just physics, it explains our minds. Our behaviors and moods are like water flowing across a landscape. We naturally fall into valleys called attractor basins. A healthy mind has shallow basins where it can move and play, but sometimes a system becomes locked. This is the difference between two types of mutation. The trauma pathway. Extreme pressure shatters the walls of your attractor basin. You are forced into the zero state of total potential, but it is chaotic and destructive. The play pathway. Joy and curiosity allow you to voluntarily relax the walls of your basin. You step into the zero state safely, allowing for creative, stable, and healthy mutation. We are not just passengers in a static world, we are active nodes in a wave-based rendering engine. By understanding these three models of fabrication, we can see that reality is a fluid process of diffusion. We are constant updates in a cosmic video, guided by color, pattern, and sequence. When we stop trying to build from nothing and start learning how to navigate the potential that is already there, we move from being filtered by the system to being the ones who help guide the flow. Thank you.